overnight line movers, as we like to take a look at. And if you haven't been doing so yet, Teddy, please tell them, where's the best place to check these lines out overnight, Teddy? I can't seem to remember. Do you remember?
Yeah, there's, first of all, we talk about sportsreview.com. There's SBRodds.com. Live odds, every sport, sides, totals, first halves, whatever you need. It is a good product. I have no problems recommending that product. And more than anything, be aware of what the markets are before you make your bet. I'm never going to make a bet on my phone without knowing the bigger picture of where the markets are and where they're moving. SBR Odds certainly offers that ability.
That betting show also catch me and Teddy live each and every day. Get the notification there on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Every time Teddy and I go live, you'll be able to go in and view the pertinent information. Let's get to it on the overline line movers, Teddy. Saturday, we saw Duke, big win on the road. We saw last night, UVA bounce back. Lines were moving all over the place in that Carolina and UVA game. Same thing tonight that we're going to take a look at as Duke invades the Yum, or should I say, Teddy, the KFC Yum Center in Louisville. Looks like that line opened up offshore, -6.5, -6. Now showing 8s, even as high as 8.5 in early morning action. Who's stepping in front of this train, Teddy?
Well, I'm going to say, we're going to break this game down thoroughly.
Yes, we will.
In a few minutes. But when we talk about this line move right now, this is a clear indicator of support for Duke as the best team in college basketball. When you talk about this type of point spread against this type of opponent on the road and the money, the sharp money pouring in on the favorite, boy, the betting market's like Duke right now. And I can't say I blame them. The Blue Devils sure look like the best team in college basketball.
Heading on to the hard court in Philadelphia, Teddy. Sleet, rain, snow here in the Northeast. Not going to stop those Sixers and Celtics from getting it on. Maybe a little bit of a payback here. That's going to come in the city of brotherly love. No Kyrie Irving tonight. Therefore, Teddy, that line's on the move. Opened up at about 5, now sitting at 6.5, over under 225. Some interesting stuff in Philadelphia. But look, no surprise here. If you're going to get a Philadelphia team that looks as good as they did the past 2 games, you're going to get a Celtics team, Teddy, that's struggling over the past couple of games. And now without Kyrie, no brainer. This line's moving up, right?
Well, I mean, Boston's falling apart right now. Yeah. I mean, the last 2 games, they were up by 18 against the Lakers and lost. Then they won they were up by 28 against the Clips and lost by double digits. You read the quotes coming out of this locker room. It's not just Kyrie's injury. Marcus Morris, quote, "I don't see the joy in the game. I watch all these other teams around the league, and guys are up on the bench. They're jumping on the court. They're doing all this other stuff that looks like they're enjoying their teammates' success. They're enjoying everything. They're playing together, and they're playing to win. And when I look at us, I just see a bunch of individuals. There are chemistry problems in Boston right now. It has clearly affected tonight's point spread."
Teddy, Boilermakers line on the move versus Maryland opened up as a pick 'em offshore, but now seeing heavy, steady interest here on those Purdue Boilermakers up to -2.5. Looks like across most outlets out there. Over under at 140, 140.5, depending on where you're shopping at. Moneyline split -121, +100. Can those Terps at home bounce back? Or you know what? Do you agree with this line movement here early, Teddy, to Purdue's favor?
Well, certainly Purdue's been really good against the number of late. They've covered 7 of their last 8. And the only game they didn't cover, by the way, they were like -11, 11.5 against Minnesota. And they won the game by 10. So they didn't cover by less than a bucket, which tells you, this is a Purdue team that A, is playing well now, and B, has been undervalued by the marketplace of late. All that being said, boy, when you look at the profile of the defensive-minded home dog, Maryland fits that profile very, very well. No surprise here if this is a 1-possession game in the final minute, which means I'm probably not interested in the laying points at the current number. If you got to pick them with Purdue, well done. -1, well done. -2.5, not so well done. And of course, there's been a little bit of, I call it sneaky over money in this ball game as well, after some initial under money drove the line down.